There's this saying called kita jaga kita, and I take it to heart. It's important for everyone to just help each other during these hard times. 一個麵一個粿條，愛立廠嘅，食呢度。The thing that I missed the most was my hawker food. I mean, I grew up eating hawker food when I was young, so this was my daily routine. Every morning about 8:30 to 9:30, I'll be here to eat my pork ball noodles or Steven's char kway teow. I definitely missed my char kway teow throughout my MCO period. While I was watching all my Facebook posts and all this stuff, I seen hawkers doing worse. Their wages are paid daily, and not many people are patroning them. So I felt it was a problem. I told my team, look, these guys have been feeding us, let's help them as well. Let's build a replica website of saveoursmes.my and just push it up and let's see how the traction goes. And the post just went viral. It just went around where people are starting messaging and people are starting to support their hawkers, and that really made me happy. People can come back and buy from them.
After COVID came in, we had to close down the restaurant. I think for 1 week we closed down, and after that we opened back, but with the shorter hours. I can't reach out people, door to door. I can't do that, so I need it on a digital platform. I started small, created my own page on Cendola Desserts, so a lot of people likes the page. Eventually, orders was coming in. When I pack the chendol and go all the way there, it melts very fast. So I want to do something new. Frozen chendol. It's a new innovation that we created, totally frozen, rock solid. You just have to take out from your freezer, put it in a microwave for 80 seconds and shake it up and you can consume it.
In the beginning, just before the actual MCO starts, there was a lot of panic buying around. Every shop was packed. I then look online to see if there's any available deliveries from the local supermarkets. Very disappointingly, it would take at least 3 to 4 weeks. So what would be the next step? To ask for help. The more I talk to people, the more resources that I was able to get. The vegetable seller that comes to us is one of the first vendors that deliver to the complex. He's just a young man who's trying to sustain a living by helping his family as well.
During the MCO, our wet market is closed. And then we still have the left of the vegetable at our storeroom. We cannot throw it. Then all the customers calling us, like, where to buy veggie? Then they'll call me to deliver to their houses. The first time I do is around 5 or 6 customer order. Every day also more than that. We have the good connection with our customer. The customer buy happy, eat healthy.
I do hope that more people would support their community, even though it may be 50 cents more or $1 more.
If you don't help each other, who's going to help you?
Pengen banget ngebantu ibu-ibu yang niat untuk jualan di rumah.
Dia tuh pengen banget ngebantu orang-orang yang jualan sayur, tapi mereka nggak punya koneksi kan.
Jadi aku tuh suka banget makan gorengan. Biasanya aku suka beli tuh depan rumah ada gorengan, abang-abangnya tuh lumayan deh enak. Tapi sekarang ini karena lagi COVID, dia tutup karena mungkin sepi pelanggan ya. Nah, aku tuh nggak mau banget makanan gorengan itu kan udah kayak dibilang makanan tradisional ya. Itu udah nggak ada lagi di Jakarta. Soalnya kalau udah nggak ada nih, ibu-ibu kayak saya susah banget nih nyarinya. Makanya aku tuh kepikiran, pengen banget ngebantu ibu-ibu yang niat untuk jualan di rumah. Cara aku bantu bisnis rumahan mereka, aku foto makanannya, terus aku posting deh di sosial media. Ketika aku lagi browsing makanan, cemilan-cemilan di sosmed, mata aku langsung tertarik sama foto nih yang kayaknya sekarang ini lagi susah banget dicari nih. Singkong goreng sama risol di IG-nya Dian.
Saya memiliki restoran yang bernama Happiness Kitchen and Coffee. Pada saat musim PSBB, kita sempat mencoba untuk berjualan online. Tapi karena memang konsep restoran yang saya punya itu lebih banyak untuk dine-in dan hangout, jadi banyak customer saya yang nggak ngeh bahwa restoran saya itu bisa untuk online dan take away. Saya dapat ide kenapa kalau nggak kita kerjasama bareng untuk membuat sesuatu makanan seperti gorengan yang memang kayaknya gorengan itu tuh memang ciri khas Indonesia banget lah, pokoknya semua orang pasti suka makan gorengan gitu. Mungkin pas banget di musim pandemi corona gini banyak banget orang tuh yang mungkin lebih parno atau takut untuk mereka mengkonsumsi atau jajan di luar sana gitu. Dengan basic saya yang memiliki restoran, jadi teman-teman atau customer saya lebih percaya untuk membeli jualan saya atau dagangan saya.
Jadi selama masa PSBB ini kan kita sama-sama butuh banget sayur. Aku sebenarnya tuh nyari susah banget di tukang sayur, di supermarket kita susah banget untuk ngedapetin sayuran-sayuran segar. Terusnya juga aku di sini tuh pengen banget ngebantu orang-orang yang jualan sayur, tapi mereka nggak punya koneksi kan. Dan aku lihat masalahnya juga di grup keluarga aku, grup teman-teman aku tuh mereka juga bener-bener nggak tahu nyari sayur di mana. Bahkan ada yang jualan sayur tapi mereka nggak tahu gimana cara menjualnya. Nah akhirnya aku inisiatif sendiri ngejual, lebih kayak nge-share ya ke mereka semua. Ini nih aku lihat nih ada sayuran segar dan lain-lain segala macam, agar para produsen juga bisa menjual sayur-sayur mereka. Terusnya juga kita sebagai konsumen juga bisa namanya ngerasain sayur segar tapi di masa-masa PSBB kayak gini.
Kerjaan saya sebenarnya, saya berprofesi sebagai seorang pengacara. Selama PSBB ini, dari profesi saya malah nggak terlalu support. Justru dari sayuran ini, saya nggak nyangka penjualan saya meningkat. Dari hobi, saya mulai tanam-tanam ini hasilnya ternyata lumayan bagus dan cukup banyak, lebih daripada apa yang bisa saya makan. Saya mulai coba untuk jual, saya dan istri saya jual ke grup-grup ibu-ibu arisan. Terus juga ternyata masih banyak juga stoknya. Saya mulai cari ide, istri saya bilang, coba bikin jus. Intinya awalnya untuk kesehatan lah. Jadi hobi, jadi bisnis.
It's really important for everybody right now to really support each other.
What keeps us alive is that sense of care and community and checking in on each other.
Because of this pandemic, nahirapan kami mag-get ng supply kasi everyone's panicking to get food. So every time we go to groceries, wala na yung available na bread. We tried it out of curiosity and support na din since friend ko sila. We loved it right away. And like every week na kami bumibili halos.
We call ourselves Wake and Bake, quite literally because we wake up and we bake. Our routine revolves around us waking at around 5 to 5:30 in the morning. We basically work probably around 12 hours a day. I've never baked in my life. We made use of makeshift tools. I got one of my old water flasks and started using it as a rolling pin. Of course, family and friends would get from us. I would honestly think it's just to support us, but only until we launched on Facebook and social media. That's when things started to click, and there was a lot of orders from people we didn't know. Biggest help actually are community groups on Facebook, like the one that we joined. It's called Buy Local for Locals. So it's really promoting local businesses and helping each other out.
With the pandemic and the lockdown and maybe the checkpoints between cities, I couldn't get to the grocery store that I favored. And then some of the things that I saw in the mobile markets, some of the quality was not that good. I guess some of the vegetables were old. And so that's when I decided to try Good Food Community. I really like the business model of Good Food Community because they source directly from smallholder farmers in northern Luzon, and then they bring it to the subscribers in Metro Manila.
Good Food Community is an alternative distribution system. It's a subscription service. You basically commit to a share of the harvest at the onset, and then every week you get a share of whatever's in season. I think similar to everyone else, we were all kind of in shock during the lockdown, but we're grateful that we could buy. I think we only took a break for about a week, and then we were able to deliver again. There were more people who finally signed up. There was definitely an interest in kind of the local food system, especially in the first few weeks. Everyone was wondering how they would get food. I'm sure, like everyone else, have shifted online. So our team meetings are online. We've been more active with the newsletter and social media as a way of connecting with our subscribers.
One thing we can do, and it's easy to do, it's joining these communities.
I hope that is something that we will bring as a community together even after the pandemic.
My intention is to start something which I can gather all the hawkers and for consumer, which they are able to look for the food they want.
I came up with tutorials online where members could actually follow step-by-step instructions on how to go about planting certain crops.
When COVID just started, we are affected quite badly. I think the worst is when circuit breaker is being announced. The first and second day of circuit breaker, the whole hawker center was like a dead town. The sales fall about 70 to 90%. The very day when PNE announced the news of circuit breaker, I got big concern on hawkers and F&B. I think it will affect everybody quite badly. So I set up this Hawker United Tapao 2020 in the Facebook group. The response for the group was huge, which I was quite unexpected. This group actually helps those hawkers who are not into delivery platform, so it helps a lot.
There's always that sense of satisfaction, being able to harvest my crops, to be able to cook them and to actually have my family enjoy the meal together. I came up with tutorials online where members could actually follow step-by-step instructions on how to go about planting certain crops. What they could do was actually contact me via Facebook Messenger. I actually talked to them, I actually explained the steps to them, Sometimes I actually go through troubleshooting on what their plant issues are. I have actually sent some seeds to members who were not able to get hold of them during this period of circuit breaker. I mailed it to them so that they could at least get something started, and in the hope that that will stir up more interest for them to grow more crops.
When circuit breaker started, I really wanted to grow more fresh vegetables for my family, and I was worried about food sustainability and all the trips to the supermarket that we had to do, right? So then I started growing all this, and it wasn't easy to start at the beginning because I had some soil issues and they were growing quite slowly. So urban farmers, they were very, very helpful in helping me like diagnosing these problems, amend my soil, and then it really took off after that.
There isn't a lot of halal Japanese restaurants that we could eat from, and we really enjoy Japanese food. So we googled some of the recipes online, and after we tried a few, we found one that was really good, and our friends all enjoyed it, so they were pushing us to go and sell it. COVID-19 is really tough for my family, but mangkuk kami, our home business, really helped because we actually have options. My husband's income is severely affected. Without our home business, I really doubt we can survive this far.
What we did was that my family, we shared our crops with the neighbors on our floor and even some of the neighbors who are just above us. I didn't have to buy so much vegetables. We were able to supplement some of the vegetables that we grew together with the ones that we bought. Then of course we didn't have to go down to the supermarkets that often to buy the vegetables.
I think COVID-19 is a lesson for us also. For the F&B, is the technology. When there's a crisis, technology play a very big part. It's very important when there's a crisis.